Hi, welcome to Higher Ed Talk. I'm Justin Spalding, and I'm the host of this channel. Today, I'm going to be discussing rule number one of my 3 rules for going into higher education. So, if you're looking at attending college uh, in the next couple years, whether you're traditional, non-traditional, maybe after a gap year, whatever it is that you have going on, but you're looking at going into college or university here soon, this channel is for you because I'll be discussing many things about what you need to know with regards to going to college or university in the United States. Um, I have 3 very simple rules about going to college or university here in the U.S. And that is rule number one: make sure that your institution is regionally accredited. All right. Rule number two: never attend a college or university that is for profit. And rule number three: if you're going to take an online program, make sure that it is attached to a brick and mortar institution. Um, Today, I'll be discussing rule number one. This is the one about regional accreditation. So, rule number one is make sure or only attend a regionally accredited university or college. The reason for that is regional accreditation is the highest level of accreditation in the United States. If your institution that you want to go to or you're looking at is not regionally accredited, but it says it is accredited, then it is probably national accreditation, which is a rung lower than regional accreditation. National accreditation, none of their credits are transferable to any other regional accrediting institution. National accreditation is when you have employers looking for an accredited degree, they're looking for a degree that is accredited from a regionally accredited institution. Um, Also, most nationally accredited institutions also violate rule number two because most of them are for-profit universities or colleges as well. So, if you violate any one of the 3, if that institution does, don't go to that school. Find another place to go. Now, with regards to regional accreditation, there are 6 accrediting bodies. Those are Middle States Commission on Higher Education. Um, when I worked at at SUNY back in New York, New York is part of Middle States, and so that was our accrediting institution, Middle States. There's the New England Association of Schools and Colleges, the Northwest Commission on Colleges and Universities, the Higher Learning Commission. The Higher Learning Commission is by far the greatest one. Geographically speaking, it's the largest of them. My current institution here in Wyoming is accredited by the HLC, Higher Learning Commission. Then there's Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, and then there's the Western Association of Schools and Colleges. Those are 6 accrediting bodies. The smallest of them is the Western one, in that it only has 2 states, California and Hawaii, but they also cover the territories in the Pacific. So they do have that as well. So it's not just the states, but American territories are also the institutions can get accreditation from one of these 6 accrediting bodies as well. Examples of national accrediting bodies would be like the Distance Education and Training Council, DETC. Um, those are for like online schools. So what you might find is if you're looking for an online program, you might find a program that says we're accredited, right? They're not going to say whether it's regional or they're not going to say that it's national. Most people aren't going to actually know that there's a difference. That's why I'm making this video. That's why I have rule number one: only attend a regionally accredited institution. Because if you didn't know that there's these different levels of accreditation, then you might think that whatever online institution that you are going to seek your degree from, they say it's accredited, good enough for you, right? Well, it's not. You want to make sure that it's regionally accredited. The Distance Education and Training Council, while I'm sure it's fine, is and I'm not out to disparage any of these universities or colleges that have them. I'm just to let consumers know, prospective students know, you want to make sure that it's first and foremost regionally accredited. All right. Another one would be the National Accrediting Commission of Career Arts and Sciences. Sounds good, especially if you're going to go into the arts or something. But there's a lot of arts and humanities and social sciences programs nationwide that are regionally accredited. So here's the thing. Um, the vast majority of institutions are regionally accredited, something like 85%, according to Drexel University. Roughly 15% are or nationally accredited, and these institutions also tend to violate rule number 2, which is never attend a for-profit institution, college or university. Um, the nationally accredited institutions also tend to be for profits, and if they're for profit, they're obviously not pro student, so they're pro money. So you don't want to go there, and those two tend to work together. There's another type of accreditation, just while I'm touching on the subject, just real fast, and that is programmatic accreditation. These are programs that require a level of um, they require a accreditation for the program itself. Not most programs don't require any kind of uh, programmatic accreditation. So, but the few programs, especially the associate's or bachelor's degree level, that you'll find that do require programmatic accreditation, you'll find that those programs are also regionally accredited. So the institution will have its regional accreditation, and then let's say they have a nursing school. That nursing school is going to have an accreditation by, say, the Commission on Collegiate Nursing Education, so that it is also programmatically accredited. Think about the American Bar Association, the ABA. That's a programmatic accrediting body, or the AMA, the American Psychological Association, or the APA, the American Psychological Association. So we got the AMA, the ABA, the APA. So there's a lot of these different programmatic accrediting bodies. There's a few also. So if you think about something where you need a license, like a registered nurse, or passing the bar to become a lawyer, something like that, there's an accrediting process for those types of degrees. All right, so there's some programs, however, that have accrediting bodies, but they're not actually necessary, like criminal justice. There's the Academy of Criminal Justice Sciences accreditation that colleges and universities can get for their criminal justice programs. But you don't need to get that, because um, you don't need to get you don't need ACJS accreditation to work as a police officer or FBI agent or anything like that. So while there's a lot of other programs that have accreditation or programmatic accreditation, they really don't do or serve much unless it's something that's where you have to be licensed. Just to recap here real fast, we've got regional accreditation. That's what you're looking for. We've got national accreditation. Don't go that way. Go regional accreditation. I'll put down the 6 accrediting bodies in the description for this video. Also, if you're wondering, like, how would you know? If you go to your institution, most of them will say accredited by, like, my current institution says, by HLC, the Higher Learning Commission, and it has their accrediting. Like, these institutions are proud of having the regional accreditation. They want to blast it out there. So typically, when you go into the web page, you go to academics, the academic tab, scroll down to accreditation, and it'll show all of the different regional and or programmatic accreditations that they do have. If it's national accreditation, it'll say that on there as well. But sometimes these institutions that are nationally accredited, they'll try to hide that stuff. So you have to be a little bit sophisticated, make sure that you're finding the accreditations. Like I said, they're typically in the academics tab on their institutional webpage, and then there'll be another tab in there for accreditation under academics. Typically, if you have to work really hard to find it, then from the institution, then it's probably not accredited. One other way of doing it, though, is you can go to, and I highly recommend that you do this, you can go to the institution or to the accrediting body um, that covers that state. So if you look at Colorado, it's covered by the Higher Learning Commission, HLC. If you look at HLC's website, you should be able to find a list of all accredited colleges and universities for the state of Colorado on their website somewhere. So in the description box, I'll put the name and also a link to their main page for these 6 regionally accrediting institutions to make it a little bit easier. But you should be able to find it in those 2 places. One last thing. On your institution, if you're going to go to a college or university and you want to know maybe if they've gotten into a little bit of trouble with their regionally accrediting body, then you can go and look for that as well. The accrediting bodies will sometimes put a letter out explaining that an institution is not meeting the mark, let's say with their student learning outcomes or their student assessments on student learning outcomes or programmatic outcomes or whatever the case might be. They might put a letter in their file that will stay there until they become in compliance again. That doesn't mean they've lost their accreditation. That only means that they've been given like a demerit and they need to fix their issue, and then their accreditation will be fine next time they come up for reaccreditation. But it's not that big of a deal. With regards to like national accreditation, I don't know how they do that because I've never worked for like a nationally accredited place. I've only ever worked for legitimate regionally accredited institutions. So anyway, that's information about rule number 1. I'll be posting a video on rule number 2 here soon, which is never attend a for-profit institution, never attend a for-profit college or university, because if they're for-profit, they're not for a student. Thanks much, and hopefully you have a good day.